Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me doing weekly premium challenge 1. First week of the week 1 of the weekly premium. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just doing this for him, alright? I'm a little bit tired. I need to get some food and then sleep. But yeah, let's take a look. Today we have, it should be a premium. So 1062 longest repeating substring. Given a string S, return the length of the longest repeating substring. If no repeating substring exists, return 0. So okay, so there's none. We have AB. Oh, so it's not consecutive because AB is also AB, and BA is more obvious. So that's 2. S is going to be okay. I think the key thing to note is that n is 2000, which is actually kind of a little bit crappy for Leetcode, but nonetheless, because n squared is a little bit slow. But as a result, then we can just do something n squared, right? I think there are a couple of ways you can think about doing this. Because basically, what I want to say is that if you do something really naive, right? If you do something like a little bit sloppy, so if you from I to n, and this is, let's just say start, right? And then for or maybe even, you can think about it as left and right. So for right in range from left to n, right? And then maybe if you do something like if s of left right, but just because you're doing this, it already makes it n cubed, right? Maybe it's n cubed, which is very much too slow. So you have to do something a little bit smarter, and there are a couple of things you can do. The way that I want to do it is by using just hashing it, right? But instead of just hashing it naively, we'll do a rolling hash. Let me put it up here, rolling hash. I'm not going to go over in detail the algorithm about rolling hash, but the idea here is just mapping it in a way, in a very basic thing, and because there are no challenges, you can just think about it as a, we have the English letters here, or English alphabet here, right? The lowercase, which means that there's 26 characters. So in that way, you can think that it is a base 26 number, right? And if you have a base 26 number, and then you could just, mod it to hash it, right? Very basic things. So that you can kind of just figure it out. I think that's the way that I'm going to do it. Maybe there's a smarter way that I'm not really thinking about, honestly. But yeah. And of course, there are also stuff that you could be a little bit smarter as well, because yeah, I mean, there are actually a couple of ways you can write this, right? Because, but it's the same idea on the rolling hash. Like for example, this is one way. This is the way that I'm going to do it, just because I'm a little bit lazy and I already have it out. But another way that you can think about it is like for L in range of n, maybe n minus 1, so we could go backwards and terminate early. And then here is just the length of the repeating substring. So then we just kind of go, well, and this is pretty much Robin Cobb, right? In a way. Type is just okay. Well, let's say L is 5, then we just literally take the first 5 characters, hash it, and then as the idea of rolling hash, you take the next 5 character, you hash it, and so forth, right? So there are a lot of ideas that you can do. So okay. So let's think about this, right? So these are some keywords that you might play around with. But yeah, but let's say the current H for hash is going to be 0, right? And then for right, then now we want to shift and add is the idea, and of course mod after that. So shift, let's just say for now we'll say base is going to be 27. I said 26 is, there are 26 characters, but you need to have a 0 thing so that it kind of factors in. Like for example, if A is 0, then then you don't differentiate between say a B and a B, because A is 0, right? So you have to make that a 1 and B is equal to 2 and so forth. That's the way I think about it. And of course, we're not going to talk about hacks and stuff like this on challenges on on the contest, but you know, this is the stuff, right? So we shift and add. So shift, we add by the character s sub right. We subtract that from the letter A, and then we add 1 so that we get the right number. And of course, then now we mod it by some mod. The mod here doesn't matter that much in theory. I mean, it's just about, you know, sometimes you get unlucky anyway, but it is just about choosing something that will unlikely to give you false positive, right? And there are kind of other ideas about it, which is that if it, you know, in a hash table, for example, you would actually check the hash keys to make sure that they match, and so that, you know. But you know, I think if you choose a good mod, then it should be okay. And for me, I always just Google a big prime. So right now you can't see me, but I'm just searching for a 20-digit prime, and I just take a random number, random 20-digit prime, and it should be okay usually. Yeah. And then now we go, okay, well, maybe we have a scene, right? So these are the things that we've seen before. So if H is in scene, that means that this character, this length is right. So then we have right minus left plus 1 is the length. So then we just best is equal to max best of this. And then, yeah, and at the end we return best and we should be good. Well, I mean, okay, I messed up because you have to add H, right? Otherwise this would never happen. But yeah, but now you should be mostly good. This is going to be n squared. Hopefully this is fast enough. Huh. So apparently there is a smarter way to do it. Or at least, like, you know, much faster. Maybe today I'm just being a little bit sloppy. Well, now I want to think about it a little bit more. But in any case, yeah. But just finishing talking about this. This is n squared time. N square space, because of the scene, could be, you know, n square number of them, but it is much, you know, it should be not that bad. But now apparently, and it was only, is this like a contest problem or something? Why did I do that 3 months ago? But and there's apparently a easier thing 3 months ago. Length of the longest repeating substring. Can I do binary search? Yeah, I guess you could do a binary search on this one as well, right? I guess I'm not paying attention. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I mean, it works enough, so it's fine. But you can also do binary search, right? Because if there's a substring of length 3, that means that there is a repeating substring of length 2 and 1 and ... right? So, I mean, I think that I kind of alluded to this a little bit, right? Before I wrote like for L in range of n minus 1, but I didn't really think about it that much, about the thing, because it doesn't rely on it, which is that, okay, right? So then now for L is equal to this thing, and then you just check the lengths, right? But you can also, but now you could take advantage of the monotonicity nature of the function. Like I said, if for some x, if a length x repeating substring exists, then all the smaller ones exist, right? So you can use that to binary search. So then in that case, instead of n squared, it will just be n log n, right? Because, you know, you're searching a number from 0 to n, you're doing binary search, and yeah, and that would be much faster. I think that's probably how I did it last time. We can check, and hopefully I'm right, otherwise I spoil myself a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, so I did binary search, and again, I used the same idea with Robin Carp and rolling hash, right? Maybe this was just my random problem that I haven't done before. But in any case, yeah, today I guess I just didn't think about it that much. And it still works enough. And I think if n was a little bit higher, I might have thought about it, but this is just like on the cusp of being fast enough, right? So yeah. But now you have seen 2 solutions, so hopefully that's good enough. That's all I have for today. That's all I have for this problem. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I will see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.